This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Let's get right into the news. All right, so we got... This is a weird one. OTF Vonnie's father reveals Vonnie allegedly orchestrated Lil Pub and King Von's murders. Well, there was no orchestration of King Von being taken out. So this man might be losing his mind. Possibly. I don't know. You know, it's like I could see him talking about Lil Pub. But to talk about the King Von thing, that was a pretty random event that happened. So, I don't know. But you know, people want to get in, you know, I guess he was talking to a media personality on the phone, or it was recorded, released to the internet, but it is what it is. All right, so GIna, this is Diddy's third alleged victim. Remember, she used to be on Tasha K talking about Diddy and saying Diddy did this, Diddy did that to her, and she was crying, and she was really just hurt that Diddy probably was moved on from her to other girls. But, you know, he would keep her in the fold. A very weird situation. Well, anyways, she is supporting Diddy right now because this is pretty much the last. She's probably the only one Diddy's talking to, really, while he's locked up. One of the only ones. She feels special. Free Diddy, she says. You sheeps act like I can't forgive a man I once loved. I'm not going to kick him while he's down because y'all want me to. I don't even know you, goofies. Now, she looks at herself as a muse. I don't know if you ever saw that movie, that show Californication, where he had a muse for writing his book. And it was just a girl that he just smashed and went around with. Some of these girls really think they're muses for a creative person, and like they can't function creatively without their muse. They're like, my talent is getting the creative energy out of this creative by, you know, and all you're doing is chilling with him and, you know, giving him all his fantasies. You know, there's nothing special about it. You're just a yes girl, you know. You're his call girl for the moment. But she does liken herself to a muse on her page. She's, I've never been the type of person to follow crowds and trends. I'm not a follower. We'll see that once Diddy gets out. A lot of people will flock back to him. Because Diddy's Diddy. You can't erase the history of Diddy. He had all the parties, this and that. He still will have some sort of power. It might not be. It's not going to be the same power. He'll have a lot of resistance at first with labels and everything, but eventually, Diddy, like many times before, will have a comeback. It doesn't. You could sit back and say it's over all you want, but Diddy's relentless, you know. And I don't agree with anything he did, or I never agreed the way he operates. I think he treats people like they're living in his world and his life, and everybody else is just pawns for him, and he's the king. And, you know, you do as he says, and, you know, your life is dispensable to him. It doesn't matter. If you are here today and gone tomorrow, it means nothing to Diddy. That's true. It's just him and his family, and that's it. But when you take down the role of a boss like he does, like a CEO, you are responsible for other people's lives. It's kind of like... I don't know, you know, like, and then you get people like Dame who care a little bit more, but they're just rough on the edge. Then you get a person like 50 Cent that actually took care of a lot of people and just had a rough way of dealing with people. He was pretty blunt, and if you didn't really match his way of hustling, he didn't really respect you anymore. So he'd kind of like throw you to the wind. But if you follow the lead of 50 Cent, I've seen him take care of a lot of people. I mean, he made sure everybody was millionaires before their albums dropped. took them on tour, made sure they were all paid. Then he made sure they all had albums out before he dropped his second album. I mean, people don't really do that, man. People usually go for self. Then we got Joe Budden has Offset on. Offset just doesn't get it. He's on there saying, I never seen a woman leave me an upgrade. I haven't witnessed that yet. And they all laugh. And half of them are laughing because they know, boy, you are dumb. You don't get it. He's never dated a Dominican girl from the Bronx before. He's never dated. This is his first time around. And he still doesn't get it. He's dated her. He's dated Cardi B. But I guess he hasn't seen how bad it could get. Okay? Just spiteful women, period. This woman will destroy his whole world. And that's what she's going to do. That's what she was posting about today. I got the receipts. That's what she was saying today. Offset, you're about to get destroyed. You should try to move on peacefully with Cardi B because she will destroy you. She knows everything about you, and she could expose you, and it just won't be pretty. And the more you make her mad, the worse it's going to be. And all he does is keep making her mad, making her mad, making her mad. It's crazy. He's just not that bright, bro. That's all I could say. Jada blames Will Smith for Chris Rock incident. I know that's old, but it's just, I saw it again and I just couldn't believe it. She was like, I couldn't believe Will was trying to stand up for me when we hadn't called each other husband and wife in months. It's like he stood up and tried to defend her, and he got shamed for that too. You can't make this up. Carly Red throws shade at Bam. Yo, Jada Pinkett's the worst kind of one. Like, it's crazy. She destroyed Will Smith. She destroyed him mentally. Years, decades. Carly Red throws shade at Bambi. She didn't need to audition for her man. Roll a new film. She'll steal your man in any city. This girl still believes that Rihanna took her song. Just Britney. She said, Rihanna took my song because she better have my money. That's been a saying forever. Delusion. Birdman announces that he might be doing a Cash Money documentary with academics. That'd be pretty cool. But if he does a Cash Money documentary, it's probably going to be like a Netflix thing. What he's probably talking about is a behind-the-scenes look at Cash Money and how it is today. And he's going to go around and have Universal make it look like, you know, nobody's up at Cash Money anymore. It's over. Nicki's doing her. Universal Republic handles her stuff. Drake's doing him. He's at a fight with Universal, and he's not really getting a lot of backing because he's not with Cash Money anymore. He's Drake. Why would Birdman fight for Drake at Universal when he's trying to preserve his relationship with Universal to maybe have a second shot in the music? Well, a third shot. He might want to return back. He doesn't have to. He probably has plenty of money, you know. But and then you got Lil Wayne doing his own thing with Universal, and they're not going to speak up on Drake's situation, Nicki or Lil Wayne, because he's going toe to toe with the program, Universal. You're never bigger than the program. They're waiting to see what happens. Caribou, who was signed to Lil Yachty, he got rid of her. She's not, I mean, okay. She's saying, I'm still in a 360 deal. 360 of what? There's nothing there. I don't get it. Anyways, this is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe, and I appreciate you guys for watching. Please leave a comment below. Make sure you smash that like button for me, and make sure you subscribe if you're not subscribed. I'll check you on the next one. Jordan Tower with JT News. If you want to advertise on the channel, it's jordantowermedia@gmail.com. Check you on the next one.